A growing and increasing category of nurse discipline that I've noticed in the last few years has been the failure of nurses to keep or maintain professional boundaries with patients and boundaries with coworkers, particularly. So let's talk about the coworker situation first. I know that a lot of kidding and joking goes on between nurses, but sometimes it isn't appreciated. It seems to really be particularly true of younger nurses with more experienced nurses or nurses who've been in the field longer, or a female male nurse relationship. So younger nurses joking around with older male nurses seems to be a formula for disaster. You've got to keep your conversations and your comments professional at work. I know there's a lot of swearing that goes on sometimes and kidding between nurses, but really the culture is changing and people are more concerned about being treated in a professional way, perhaps in the past. So be aware of that. Another category of professionalism that gets a boundary that gets crossed a lot now is between nurses and patients, and in particular, home care. So I've seen nurses on several cases get in trouble because they have become familiar or very friendly with a patient. So they wind up not only servicing that person during normal work hours, but they find themselves doing extra things like giving a shower or getting groceries, taking them to the bank, running errands. In some cases, they've made living arrangements to stay there, especially if they're traveling far to care for that patient. Just a lot of boundaries and boundary lines being crossed. Another one I saw was a nurse who had specific duties, but was for one of the children, but was told by the parent not to worry about it. And then when something went wrong, they were the ones that got in trouble for getting lackadaisical. So maintain professional boundaries with coworkers as well as with your patients.